Hi, do you want to be a great leader? Do you want to change people without giving them offense or arousing resentment? If your answer was yes, then this video is exactly for you. If you're watching this live, put hashtag live in the comments, and if you're watching this as a replay, put hashtag replay. What I have in my hand is How to Win Friends and Influence People, one of the best books ever written, and at least on human relationships, on the way you influence people. I believe it's the best book ever written. Okay, so right now I'm going through the part where the author talks about becoming a super leader, becoming a great leader, and he has said 9 principles which, if you follow, you will really be changing people's attitudes without having any negative feelings for you, without them having any negative feelings for you. So here goes. Principle number 1 is begin with praise and honest appreciation. So whenever you are talking to someone, whenever you are in a conversation with someone, or even when you want to give someone a feedback, first start with a praise or an appreciation. And there's one thing that the author keeps coming back to again and again and again. Nothing in this book is to be taken as a trick. It all has to come from the heart. It has to be authentic, genuine appreciation. So if you start off with the appreciation, the other person is already the level of the heat in their body is already reduced, and they are more receptive to what you are about to say. That was principle 1. Principle number 2 is call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. Never point finger like you did this, you did that. Instead, do it indirectly. You can say we could have done this, or you could have done this better. So what he means to say is, when you point a finger, then you are immediately arousing some kind of negative energy in the other person. Everyone gets defensive, okay, no matter how much they've worked on themselves. When you see a finger pointing at yourselves, you become defensive and you start thinking wrong things about the other person. So he says, never do it directly, always be indirect in your approach. Principle number 3 is talk about your own mistakes before criticizing the other person. Now, this is one of the best things that I have learned from this book. I've read this, I don't know how many times. But if you first start with your mistakes, the other person understands that you are okay with mistakes. The other person understands that you are not here to bash them, but you are just here to tell them what is it that they did wrong. And if you accept yourselves doing mistakes, that means you are going to accept them also because they've done some mistake, even if they've done some mistake. Principle number 4 is ask questions instead of giving direct orders. No one, and I mean no one, no matter what level of life they are at, or what kind of work they are doing, no one wants to be given direct orders. When you say, hey, you do this, or if you say, hey, could you just do that, which one do you think rings a better bell in the other person's head? Which one do you think wants to make the other person do it? If you want to understand which one works better, just think about yourselves being that other person who is being given orders or who is being given a request. So that was principle 4. Ask questions. So you can always ask questions about how we can improve this, right? That will help. Uh, Question 5 is let the other person save face. Never try to demean others in front of a public, in front of a crowd. Never try to lower their status in even your eyes and even their eyes. Let them save face. Do not embarrass them. Do not do not humiliate them. Just be gentle in whatever you do, whatever feedback you are giving, just be gentle in that, and let the other person save face. So help them correct the mistake. Help them correct the mistake and save themselves from embarrassment. Principle number 6 is praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. And as a coach, I've been working with a few people, and I know this really works. Okay, uh, even if you see like a slight improvement in someone, this could be your family, your office, or even yourselves. When you see the slightest improvement, and you give it positive reinforcement by acknowledging it or appreciating it, then that positive reinforcement helps that person want to do it again. It makes the person want to do it again. Just imagine when you were a kid, when you did something good, you were given a chocolate, and when you misbehaved, you were given some kind of punishment. That was positive and negative reinforcement. It's been there in society since the beginning of time. It's just that we don't know how to use it when it comes to interpersonal relationships, how to use it in the right way. So learn to use positive reinforcement, and please look for the improvements in the other person. If you've given them some feedback and you see some improvement, make sure to appreciate that, make sure to acknowledge that. Don't let that go away, because every acknowledgement, every appreciation goes a long way in them wanting to do that more and more and more, because we as humans, we want to do more of what we are appreciated for, right? Principle 7 is give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. So when you are about to tell someone that you need to do this better, start off with improving their reputation in their mind, in their eyes. So you can start off with, I know you can do this. I know this is not you. This mistake was not you. You are much better than this. So that sets a reputation in their mind. And when you set a reputation for someone in their mind, then they want to live up to it. So next time they will not make the same mistake again. They will try to improve. Principle number 8 is use encouragement. Make the fault seem easy to correct. Do not make a big story about a single fault. Make the fault seem easy to correct, make the fault seem small, and encourage the other person. Tell them that you believe that they can do it. Tell them that you know that they can do better. And principle number 9, the last one, is make the other person happy about doing the thing you suggest. If they are not happy with what you are suggesting them to do, they will not do it. It's as simple as that. Make them feel happy. Bring up something that excites them and then connect it to what you are suggesting them to do. Appreciate them. Again, it goes a long way. So make them happy in to do what you are suggesting them to do. So these were the 9 principles which will help you become a great leader. Doesn't matter if you're looking for leadership in your office, in your business, in your interpersonal relationship. If you want to be a great leader, you need to follow these steps of human relationships. You need to follow these steps of influence building. You need to follow these steps of communication. And again, I'm going to give you a disclaimer again, because the author keeps doing this again and again and again. He says none of this has to be dishonest. None of this has to be used as a bag of tricks. It has to come honestly from your heart. And it will only come honestly from your heart when you start practicing it little by little, one by one. Which of these was the biggest bulb on for you? Or which of these did you like when you heard them? Which of these were you not doing at all? Okay. Just let me know that in the comments, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.